The devil's 7 representatives in the world. From the Middle Ages to the modern era, artists, writers, and theologians have always paid special attention to this subject. Who are these 7 representatives, and why exactly 7? Why does this number hold such importance in Christianity? Get ready, because this journey will take you from medieval monasteries to the Vatican libraries, from Dante's Divine Comedy to the truths behind Hollywood films. First, let us clarify one thing. The concept of the 7 deadly sins, or the 7 representatives, does not appear in this exact form in the Bible. It is a doctrine that took shape during the development of Christian theology. In the 4th century, the desert monk Evagrius Ponticus compiled a list of 8 principal sins. Later, in the 6th century, Pope Gregory I reworked this list and reduced it to 7. Why 7? Because in Christianity, the number 7 represents perfection and completeness. 7 days, 7 heavens, 7 seals. These sins are not merely actions. They are inner tendencies that destroy the human soul and distance it from God. Medieval theologians called them the gates of the devil, windows of the soul, opening into darkness. Now let us look at who these 7 representatives are. The first and most dangerous, pride superbia. This is the mother of all sins. In his Divine Comedy, Dante devoted the deepest circle of hell precisely to the sin of pride. Why? Because it was pride that led Lucifer to equate himself with God and be cast out of heaven. Thomas Aquinas wrote, "Pride leads a person to worship the self, and this is the most treacherous form of idolatry." In the modern world, social media narcissism, seeing oneself as superior to others, disregarding other people's opinions, all of these are pride. Symbol: a crown lion or horse color. Purple, the 2nd representative, envy, invidia, the evil of the eye. In the Middle Ages, it was believed that envy lived in the eyes and spread poison through one's gaze. The concept of the evil eye comes from here. The first murder in the Bible was committed out of envy. Cain killed Abel because he envied the fact that God accepted Abel as offering, but not his own. Pope Gregory I wrote, "Envy is sorrow at another's happiness." In the modern world, our reactions to others' success on social media, the feeling of "why not me?" These are manifestations of envy. Symbol: snake color, green, rotting with resentment. The 3rd representative, wrath, ira, uncontrolled rage. This is not just anger. It is a catastrophe born from the combination of hatred and the desire for revenge. Medieval theologians called wrath the boiling poison of the heart and Dante's hell. The wrathful tear each other apart and drown one another eternally in the river Styx. St. Augustine wrote, "Anger is a short-lived madness." Modern psychology shows that chronic anger destroys a person's physical and mental health, ruins relationships, and spreads violence throughout society. Symbol: sword or bear color. Red, the 4th representative, sloth, or acedia. This term is often misunderstood. Acedia is not merely physical laziness. It is spiritual apathy, indifference toward life and moral growth. Medieval monks called it the noonday demon, a force that depresses, drives one into despair, and makes everything seem meaningless. Thomas Aquinas wrote, "Acedia is the sorrow of the soul, a flight from spiritual good." In the modern world, a sense of existential emptiness, hedonism, aimless living, and avoidance of social or moral responsibility. Symbol: donkey color, light blue. The 5th representative, greed, avaritia, the worship of wealth. Jesus said, "You cannot serve both God and mammon, the god of wealth." Greed is not simply accumulating money. It is placing material possessions at the center of life and selling out human values. Medieval theologians call this the modern form of idolatry. In Dante's hell, the greedy and the wasteful eternally push heavy weights against one another, never satisfied, condemned to endless torment. In the 21st century, corporate corruption, exploitation, and consumer culture are the new faces of this sin. Symbol: frog or an evil tax-collecting spirit. Color: yellow gold. The 6th representative, lust, luxuria, uncontrolled sexual desire. In Christian teaching, Sexual desire in itself is not a sin, it is a God-given good within marriage. But lust turns this natural desire into an idol and reduces human beings to objects. Augustine, in his Confessions, described his struggle with this sin. My relationships with other women drew me away from you. Oh my God. In the modern world, the pornography industry, sexual exploitation, and sexual objectification are manifestations of this sin. Symbol, cow or goat color, blue the seventh. And final representative, gluttony gula, excessive consumption. This is not merely overeating. It is the obsessive pursuit of pleasure and comfort in all forms. One medieval author wrote, "The stomach becomes an idol, and everything is sacrificed before it." Thomas Aquinas identified 5 types of gluttony: eating too soon, eating expensive food, eating too much, eating with excessive eagerness, and eating luxuriously. Modern interpretation, consumer society, fast food culture, drug and alcohol addiction, all are different forms of this sin. Symbol, pig, color, orange. Thus, friends, these 7 forces: pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, lust, and gluttony are, in Christian teaching, the main tendencies that distance the human soul from God. Interestingly, this ancient classification remains relevant in modern psychology and sociology. We see how these sins destroy individuals, families, and societies. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and future videos. Many more fascinating topics on religion, philosophy, and history await you. Subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to stay informed about new videos.